Okay, so we're in the studio getting ready to do a paint pour, and I love acrylic pouring because it, like, you remember I said how it gets you in that creative mode? This has a way of getting you in that creative mode so quickly because you already know that it's going to be abstract. You don't have to worry about it being
Messing up on it.
right. You don't have to worry about it being perfect. So, are you excited?
I am. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Let's get going.
Let's get started. Peace out, brothers. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start with a pour just to show you how it's done. But you've got some awesome colors selected. I'm just using what I've had in the studio that I've had mixed up, so the color choices may get a little interesting here, but we'll see what happens. So normally for the paint to flow off of the edges of the canvas, I like to get it wet with a little bit of color. Often this color doesn't even show, but I'm going to use this pink because I have it as the base color. And so this is just getting the surface wet, and I'm going to use a popsicle stick. You'll have one here. Oh, did I mention this is kind of messy? Some people use
figured
gloves.
it would be a little messy.
Yeah.
It is paint.
Some people use gloves. I don't so much. But so I'm just using this to kind of get over the edges. I could take my sweet time and get it like perfect, but I'm not going to. So I'm trying to like leave a significant amount of paint on the surface there. So now I'm going to do what's called a dirty pour. So like I said, I have all these colors mixed up. So I'm just going to kind of use up the last little bits of different colors going on. And so this is where I just start loading them into a cup. And I don't stir them or anything, but I'm going to load them into the cup. That's going to be for you, for your background color. Ooh, I think some silver would be amazing. Oh, there's my Capone. It's hard to do art without a perfect scenario around here because I have 3 cats.
Do they ever jump up on your active piece of art?
They have before. I've had to clean up paw prints before.
Yeah.
So I have these black, silver, and hot pink. I think that's kind of
it's pretty.
Pretty. So a dirty pour. There's different techniques you can do with the dirty pour of how you do it. You can just flip it and let it morph onto the surface, or you can pour it out in a pattern.
That's a lot of paint.
It looks like a lot of paint, but it gets blown around, and then you're like, oh, okay. So now there's 3 different ways I can blow it. I have my, I'm gonna let that sit in. So I can blow it with my breath. I can just lean down here and start manipulating the paint. I can blow it with a straw. But actually my favorite way to get started with the paint blowing around and manipulating the paint. See, a little bit more paint came out of that, which was cool. I like that hot pink.
That really is an interesting color combination.
Yeah, it's kind of Mary Kay-ish, Valentine's. I don't know. I'm in the mood. It's February. So my favorite way to do this is with a hairdryer.
can see myself making a ton of these for Christmas. Oh, one day, all Christmas shopping.
All right, so then I just have a couple little areas that, I don't know, I kind of like the pink background showing through, that kind of wanted to make sure that it gets over the edge where the wooden part isn't showing. And then, now, you see it dripping around the edges. So this is where I start finger painting.
Oh.
So I pick up color from what is dripping and just bring it up on the edges. And wet attracts to wet, and it actually encourages it to drip down and continue down over the edges. So that's that. So go ahead for you, and you decided on a white background, which will be lovely. And I'm just going to continue finger painting for a minute. And the idea with this is just to get it to go.
Oops.
Yeah.
Here you go. We got enough paint on there? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just ever so. It's no wrong answer with this stuff.
That's what I like.
Yeah, it's fun that way. Gets you in the creative mood really, really
Yes,
quickly.
it does. This is awesome. I like this.
It's so textury and so engaging right away. You're like, oh, I just get to dump paint. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a great exercise just to get you in the mood of
Yeah, just to start
doing something creative. The challenge for me though is it still takes a little bit of setup. So that all on its own is a little bit of work. But after you're set up, then it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
So
Can I just pour different
you can
colors?
pour directly. It's called a direct pour.
Okay.
And then we'll blow out the colors a little bit.
That one. Yeah.
Ooh, we're at the end of that one.
At the party bottle.
Yes, that's beautiful. I love those colors.
Yeah, I like
together.
those colors together too.
Did you want the hot pink or?
I don't know. Maybe just a teeny bit. I'm kind of thinking it almost didn't need it, but.
Oh, careful. When it gets like this, you never know, and you don't want it to explode all over your painting.
That's true.
That would be dangerous. So, all right. So I would recommend pouring it if you want to, just the tiniest little bit of wherever you want.
That's all I want.
Okay. I think it would be fun to take the purple and kind of drip it all around the edge, or whatever you have left of this.
Yeah, a little bit each. I don't know. Yeah, this is lighter color.
Yeah. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. Okay.
Did you want any more of this? So.
I was picturing that in the middle of a big purple blob.
Love it. All right. So you've got your straw. It takes quite a bit of breath to move it around, but look at I'm going to hold your hair so you don't get it in your paint. Beautiful colors. I'll get mine out of the way and we can turn your tray however
Oh, there we
you like.
go.
So to make it easier.
That will help.
There we go. I've got to find a nice home for mine. Oh, look at you go. That's awesome. Oops, getting vicious.
Yeah, I'm getting obnoxious. It's
No, that's good. It's
kind of
good.
fun.
That's really
I think
pretty.
it's just pretty much done.
We need to get some of this very, very
This
thick
thick
paint
stuff.
to like,
Oh, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
the hair
yeah.
dryer.
all right, so I turn it on to high and I ease down on the painting and try to do it at an angle so that it blows it off the edge. There we go. Beautiful. That's gonna be really pretty.
Yeah. Okay, it might take a while to dry.
Oh yeah, it will.
Oh, look what happened to me.
Yeah, just some more.
You gotta-
That's so pretty.
Yeah, you got enough?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So then I just take my fingers and draw down some of that color that's already dripping or bring it up from the tray because I want it to like continue coating. So I tend to bring it up or down, but sideways is fine. It adds a different texture to it, but it's already dripping down, so I like continue that thought.
yeah.
So So it takes about 2 or 3 days for this to like dry, and then I'll typically glaze it. I'll coat it with a glaze or a varnish at the end. Some people have been putting an epoxy product on the top and making it super shiny, and it's gorgeous. And that's next for me. I want to try that next.
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be really pretty.
Yeah.
I really like those colors.
I think it came out really good. I'm happy with it.
Awesome.
Really happy.
Awesome.
Cool.
Great job.
Thank you. It was so hard. You know,
Yeah.
It took hours.
Well, thank you for playing with paint with me.
Thank you for letting me play. Oh, this is so much
A
fun.
good day. We got our hands messy. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate the opportunity to teach a little bit of my world.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story with me and with my audience. It's been invaluable. Thank you,
Awesome.
Cami.
Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it.
Be sure and watch the comments below
Yay.
for links to her YouTube channel.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Thank you.